The music news for the streets, the music news for your beats, the news for the music stuff that you gonna need. We gon' talk about plugins, we gon' talk about gear. If it's news on this music, we gon' talk about it here. Let's go.
What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Somn. Hit the keys. In today's video, I want to talk about different things producers can do to grow in 2024. This video isn't just for producers singular. I've also got some things in here for the producer community to make it a better place for everyone and to help us all grow. The first thing that I have is set some goals. I know that sounds pretty basic, but a lot of us are out here just making music or making beats or putting out content with no goals in hand. Goals will definitely help you to achieve whatever it is that you are looking to achieve. And I would recommend making an action plan to those goals. So not just saying something loose like, I want to have 50,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. You actually need to put down the steps as to what you're going to do in order to hit those goals. So basically, like, I'm going to put out 3 pieces of content each week, but how are you going to achieve that content each week? So you need to let yourself know, okay, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I'm going to record and edit my content so that I can have it out on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, or whatever the dates are for you. Or if it's, I'm going to make a beat every single day this year. You need to make sure that you know, hey, every night from 7 to 8 or 7 to 8:30, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to work on a beat. Whatever it is, whatever your goals are, you need to put all the steps into motion into hitting that goal, and you need to follow up on that daily. Some people say, well, I just have it in my head. Why do I have to write it down or anything like that? Well, you should think of doing this music like it's your business. And with any business, they're not going to let you just say, I got the quarterly plan in my head. They're going to want to see the quarterly plan. They're going to want to see the yearly plan. They're going to want to see your steps on how you're going to make your profit, how you're going to hit whatever your costs are, whatever your food and labor costs are, your P&L costs, or whatever the case is. So think about your music, your content, whatever it is that you're creating, like it's a job, and like you are the boss, you're the manager, you're the supervisor, whatever position it is at your job. Because if you do that, I'm telling you, it's going to make it a lot easier to hit those goals. I've done a lot of growth on this channel, and I know when I first started, I didn't have any goals. So I was just like, oh, I'm going to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Did not happen. But a lot of it was because I wasn't following through on the things that I needed to do. So I wasn't consistently putting out the amount of content that I needed to put out. I was only putting out a piece of content it's every 7 to 9 days. And that's just not enough to get discovered on this platform. So once I got about halfway through the year, I've told this story before. My first year, halfway through the year, I had 74 subscribers. And then once I finally decided that I was going to start putting out content regularly, and I was going to put out 2 to 3 pieces of content a week. That first month, I added another 250 subscribers. So I went from 75 subscribers to 325 subscribers. Then the next month, I was at 625 subscribers. So I got 300 more subscribers. And then in the next month and a half, I monetized. So it can be done, and it can be done quickly. But it is all about setting up those goals and making them realistic goals and making more than just one general goal. The second thing I got for you guys to help you grow this year is to put out more content. I know you guys hear that all the time. I'm guilty of not putting out enough content on each platform like IG, TikTok. I put out enough content on YouTube, and I focus mostly on YouTube. But I do say put out more content in different places, because you don't know which platform you're going to blow up on if you do blow up. So if you're putting out shorts, if you're putting out reels, if you're putting out TikToks, you're not sure which platform is going to pick it up and which it's going to do the best on. So for me, I've done a bunch of reels, I've done a bunch of shorts, I've done a bunch of that stuff. But I do best on IG when I put out reels. I've had some reels on IG go viral. And I put those same reels up on TikTok, and I put them up on YouTube, and they haven't done anything. So just know it's hard to know where you're going to get your most traction at. And think about it, if you're putting out content in 3 different places, you have 3 more chances in order for your music to be heard, or your skits to be seen, or your content to be seen, or whatever it is. Or if YouTube was to disappear tomorrow, you got a backup plan with IG, you got a backup plan with TikTok, so on and so forth. So I can't stress enough, make sure that you're putting out content on more than one platform, and make sure that you are putting out content. I know a lot of musicians don't like getting in front of the camera. A lot of people don't want to do videos, tutorials, and all that other stuff, but you can find interesting ways to put out content. Everything doesn't have to be a tutorial. Everything doesn't have to be a review. Everything doesn't have to be a live performance. It could just be your instrumental with some cool visuals, or it could be like your instrumental or a song with you doing something in the background. So some kind of videography in the background, or just there's all kinds of different ways that you can put out content. But just start putting out content, because you never know what's going to make you pop and get your music or whatever it is you want to get out there. The third one I have for you guys today is for the whole entire producer community. And this one is just try to be a decent person. Just try to be decent. There's no need to put out negative content just for clicks. Be aware of when you are putting out your content and when you are doing what you're doing. I say that because I seen over Christmas that somebody dropped a response video to another producer in this community on Christmas. On Christmas. You gotta be a shitty person to put out some negative content about somebody on Christmas. Like, you didn't wake up and wish your kids Merry Christmas. You didn't get up and make breakfast. You didn't call your mom. You didn't do anything that you should have done because it's Christmas and we're worried about family and stuff like that. The first thing that you were thinking about was getting YouTube views and, irritating somebody else on Christmas. Like, the video could wait until the day after Christmas, and take that in consideration for all holidays. People are spending the holidays with their family. I mean, if you have to do a reaction video and you have to respond to somebody, or you have to put out negative content, you could probably hold that off until the day after Christmas, or the day after New Year's, or the day after Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Or the day after the 4th of July, or the day after their birthday. But you don't need clicks so bad that you're going to put them out on, like a holiday. With that being a decent person, if you make a mistake, you make a bad decision, you make a bad call, you make a piece of content that you shouldn't have made, maybe you should just apologize in a public forum for everybody to see, in the same forum in which you put the content out, that video. So for that, I apologize. I wasn't in the right. And then I'll add to another piece of this topic. This is not a full apology though. And let me make sure I say it too. Weaver, my bad, my apologies. But this next one, so you guys know I made the toxic video here about a month ago. And I called out Dame on being a clout chaser. I still don't know if he is or if he isn't, because he had to stream with BusyWorks beats. And I will say, because of that toxic video, we did get the BusyWorks beats, and we got the Dame, or we got the BusyWorks beats, and we got the Curtis King live stream together, and that's all because of that video. Want no credit for anything, but it wouldn't have happened if that video didn't happen, because Dame reached out to Curtis. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, in that live stream, Dame said something to Curtis and to BusyWorks Beats that I had been hitting you guys up for a long time before I was making any of the content. Nobody got to respond to that though. And I was in the chat and I said something about 3 times about, hey, can we go back to that question? Because if I'm wrong, and if those videos were a response to any conversations that they had previous and prior to, then I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. But if those videos came out first, then I'm not going back on what I said. So y'all can take that for what it's worth. But I want to make sure I put that out there too, because I can't be out here telling people to do things that I'm not doing. So he asked me to hit him up and have a conversation. I messaged him on IG. He never got back, so we could never have that conversation. I don't follow his channel like that, so I don't know when he live streams. I just happened to see it in my feed one day and I hopped into the live stream. So things like that aren't as hard as we make them. You can apologize and you can acknowledge your fault when you are doing things wrong. Another thing, if we're gonna be out here making all of these exposing producers and exposing all these people videos, just make sure your yard's clean before you start digging into other people's yard. Because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, in their past YouTube videos, you go through their YouTube videos and you see, oh, they made a bunch of type beats. They have like 10, 15 views on their type beats, and then they're trying to tell you how to be a type beat producer or how to sell beats or how to do all this other stuff that they're not doing. And then they're getting mad at producers who are doing it, or they're getting mad at people who are giving other kind of information, when at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, your backyard's not clean either. Your backyard is just as messy as the people that you're trying to call out, but the people that you're trying to call out have actually done some of this stuff. So I'm just saying that we can do videos where we're covering each other. We can do reaction videos where we're covering each other. But another thing is, if you're going to point out something negative, make sure that it's not all the negatives. Make sure we hear the positives too. Or make sure that if we're reacting to somebody's video, we don't just take a 15-second blip and react to that. But part of what we're reacting to was already discussed for a half hour or an hour before in a video or a live stream, and they've already addressed everything that was said. And then we just take 15 seconds and then we flip that 15 seconds into whatever we want the discussion to be, because there was an hour before they got to that point. The fourth thing I have for you guys today is that we need to make more music. So what I mean by that is we need to get back to when the community was doing a whole bunch of making music. So when we had like the people doing the live performances, so when we had like the Rachel Collier's doing the performances, or we had the Andrew Wongs doing the performances, when we had a lot of live streams where people were doing cookups. I'm kind of guilty of that because I haven't been doing the cookups as much, because I did get burned out a little bit. But what that means is that there's an opportunity for anybody who's watching this video, an up and coming YouTuber, to hop into that lane. Start doing performances, start making videos with actual music in it. The same thing goes with like a lot of these plugin reviews. So yes, I do plugin reviews, but what I like to see in a plugin review is you actually use that plugin in a beat or a song. It doesn't have to be a cookup, but I don't want to just click on a review of a product and here you just push a button down once or twice and dink dink, and then go to the next preset and dink dink, and then go to the next preset and dink dink. And then a lot of you guys who are doing that, you're wondering why your channel's not growing like it should or like you would like to see it do. It's because you're not using the stuff in application. Like I need to see how this plugin sounds in a melody. I need to hear how those drums sound in a beat. I need to hear how that effect sounds on a melody. You know what I'm saying? So just getting back to making music, actually hearing music in these music production community videos. Like, you know, a lot of it again is just talking. A lot of it is now reacting to videos. A lot of it is everything but actually making music. It's like we're musicians. This is the music community. This is your opportunity to showcase your talent, whether you're doing a review or anything. Make a fresh beat. You know what I'm saying? Make something new. Put out some music. It's your opportunity to showcase yourself, and that's how you know you're gonna get a lot more opportunities. And you're gonna see your channel grow. And then on that note, I would say stop comparing your growth to others. People are going to grow on this platform at different rates. Some of it's luck, some of it's skills, some of it is persistence in putting out content. There are so many different factors that matter in how fast your channel is going to grow. So there's people who started YouTube at the same time as I did, and their channel is much bigger than my channel. And then there's people on this platform who started at the same time as me and they've quit doing content, or they're at 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 subscribers right now. And a lot of them will blame it on the algorithm. They'll blame it on a plethora of other things that aren't why their content isn't growing as it should. Are some people being, I want to say, hidden by the algorithm? Well, there are some people that are super talented and they do deserve more views than they got. I will be the first to admit that. There are some people out there, when I watch their channel and I'd be like, dang, man, how you only got 6,000 subscribers and you've been on the platform for 4 years? You need more viewers. But then there are some people who feel they deserve more subscribers than they actually have. And a lot of it is just maybe it's the way that you portray your content. Again, everybody is different. You follow who you follow. So not all of us, nobody here follows every musician in the music space. You follow the people that you can relate to, you follow the people that can teach you well or entertain you well or whatever the case is. So this is not me trying to say that I'm greater than anybody else. I'm just a regular ass dude like all y'all out here just trying to put together some music, trying to put together some stuff, show some people some things. But maybe it's the way that you're putting out your content, or maybe you're not consistent, or maybe you were consistent for 3 months and then you fell off for a little bit, and then you got back on for 3 months, and then you fell off for 3 months, then you got on for 6 months, then you fell off for 2 months. Well, YouTube doesn't know how to push your content because you're not being consistent. So again, this goes back to setting goals and an action plan and all that, and just being consistent, because consistency is going to get you the results that you want. Consistency is going to get YouTube to start requesting your videos, or not requesting your videos, but putting your videos on the front page and putting them in the suggested videos and all that. But just comparing your growth to other people is just going to make you sad. It's going to frustrate you. It's going to make you want to quit. It's going to bum you out. So I would just say all you got to do is compare your growth to your goals. The next thing I have for you guys today is really for all producers and all musicians out there. It's basically set your own path. So don't let watching YouTube videos or content creators sway you into doing something that you don't want to do. And what I mean by that is pick what you want to do. If you're out here to try to get placements, then you need to work on getting placements. That needs to be your goal. You need to set up your action plan for that, how you can get your beats or your samples, your loops or whatever into the hands of, different artists. Obviously, that's a very hard task, but if that's your goal, focus on that. If your goal is to do sync licensing, then focus on how you can make beats that would fit into sync licensing. If your goal is to make beats for video games, then focus on how you can make video game beats. If your goal is just to make music for a hobby and you don't care, you just make music for the love because you have a career that you already work on, then you know what I'm saying? Just enjoy the music. If you're just out here trying to learn the basics right now, then watch the content and follow the people who are just trying to teach you the basics. I mean, if you're trying to just learn more about sound design and stuff like that, and you just want to be a sound designer, you don't want to be an artist of this caliber or that caliber, then focus on that. But don't let anybody on here try to make you feel bad because you don't have the same goals or the same sights as they have. Next up is a good one, in my opinion. I feel like every musician and every producer out here should learn an instrument and work on playing an instrument every single day. So maybe find a half hour, maybe, 3 to 7 times a week. So maybe 3 days to 7 days a week, and work on playing that instrument, because as you play that instrument more and more, it's going to just help you musically. It's going to help you see things differently. It's going to make you more creative as an artist. And I say lean on learning an instrument more than learning AI, because AI is going to be around, but we don't know how long AI is going to be around for. We don't know how good AI is going to get. But if you learn an instrument, you know how to play that forever. It's something that you can do when you're bored, when you're free time. You can use it on your tracks. You can use it to collaborate with other people. You can use it to relieve stress. You know what I'm saying? Playing instruments is great. And I can't stress enough that if you are looking for something new to add to your repertoire, playing an instrument of any kind, whether it's a flute, piano, drums, guitar, whatever it is definitely going to increase your musical skills. This next one's another one for the whole entire music community. I'd like to see more collabs. So I would like to see more collabs from just artists working together, whether you're a producer and you find a rapper or a singer. I'm going to work on music with you and you guys start putting out projects together, or whether it's content creators getting together and doing content together, whether it's interviews or it's making songs together, whether it's emailing stuff back and forth and creating something from scratch. I'd also love to see like cross-genre musicians working together. So I would love to see, you know what I'm saying, somebody like Andrew Wong work with somebody like Ricky Tinez, or, something like that, just something different. You know what I'm saying? Some different people working together in this space to make dope music, and just introducing new people to new audiences, because what that's going to do is it's going to just open up this whole music production space to more people, because it's going to put more people in more people's radar. So it's going to allow more viewers to see more people. And it's going to maybe open up somebody who's into EDM music, into hip hop, and now they might start viewing some of the hip hop producers, and now they might hop into this area, and so on and so forth, and it might just help the whole community grow. And what it will also do is it'll put some unity in the community, because you'll see all these big YouTubers or all these big content creators working together. You'll see them getting along, and so it'll stop a lot of the infighting between genres. I just think that that would be something great to see. Just a lot of some of the bigger YouTube creators collabing together, and the same with smaller creators, and then stuff like Kyle Beats' series. I'm not saying a rip off his series, but I'm saying stuff where us creators are working with a lot of our subscribers and collaborating with them and doing different content with them to get them some shine too and help them grow. And up next, I'm kind of piggybacking off the last topic, but I'd love to see creators share other creators' content and give more creators shout outs. I think that would be dope too, because we can't see everybody. I don't see all content creators. I haven't seen everybody's content. Every day when I'm out there searching and I'm looking for new people, I always see some dope creator or some dope, you know what I'm saying, YouTube content that I've never heard of and that I've never seen. I think it would be solid if we did a better job of sharing each other's content. So this isn't a plea for you to share my content, but if you know of a dope creator, share their content on your YouTube or on your Instagram or on your TikTok or whatever it is, or when you're in these live streams and you're in these communities, you know, and we're all talking, because it's like, I know when I live stream, there's a lot of people talking on the side. Y'all need to talk in my streams about other content creators. I want y'all to share that knowledge so I can write it down. I can check these people out later. Maybe I can collaborate with them. Maybe I can shout them out. But we need to do a better job of, you know what I'm saying, shouting out other people and giving other people their respect and their due. The one thing about YouTube is that, in my opinion, I'm not competing with any other YouTuber out here. So there's enough time for people who are watching this content to watch all the content that they want to watch. I don't expect for somebody to come to my channel and spend all day, every day watching all my videos. That's selfish. It's no different than like TV. You turn on the TV, you may binge something for a day, but once you binge it enough, you're done binging it. Or if you're watching regular cable or regular TV, you can only watch a show at a time. So you don't watch the same show over and over. The same with YouTube. You know, you want to watch other people's content. You want to see different ways of doing things. I know I've seen content creators talking about we need to have a council and all of the creators need to get on the same page with teaching people stuff. I'm 100% against that, because everybody creates music differently. So it's like Dr. Dre don't make beats like Timbaland. Timbaland don't make beats like Metro Boomin. You know what I'm saying? Metro Boomin don't make beats like 40. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these people don't make beats like each other. So we as creators can't teach people how to make a beat like somebody else. I can't teach somebody else how to use FL Studio like Curtis King uses FL Studio. I can't do it because that's not how I use it. And that doesn't make the way that I make music wrong or the way that he makes music wrong. The reason that music is so different from people to people to people is because A, a different person, a different mind is making it, and B, we all create differently. So if you go to one piano teacher, they're going to teach you how to play a piano different than another piano teacher. Yeah, they're going to teach you chords, but if they know shortcuts and stuff like that, they're going to teach it different. The same with guitar teachers or whatever it is. So I just feel like the more we share content, the more it will help people grow, and it'll help people make music differently. And that's just going to allow you to take what you want from this creator, what you want from this creator, what you want from this creator, and it's going to allow you to, you know what I'm saying, make a new style, make a new sound, and that's your own. And the last thing I have for you guys today is probably one of the most important, if not the second most important, to making goals, and it is putting out your music. Your music is ready, put it out. So even if it's not the greatest right away at the beginning, you can at least put it out, gauge what people think, and then go back to the next track and make the next track bigger. You know, the same with the song. If the mix isn't good enough, people will tell you. You can always go back into DistroKid and re-upload a new version, and it'll take over the last version, and it'll be a cleaner mix or whatever the case is. But put your music out. Stop sitting on music. You've been sitting on songs for 3, 4, 5 years. Put that shit out. Put it out. It ain't getting no younger. I'm guilty of this. So this year, I'm definitely putting out more music. My goal is to put out like a house beat tape, probably just a beat tape of just random beats I have because I have so many beats. And then I actually want to put out either an EP or an LP this year because I have so many tracks. I've got tracks that we made on stream, collab tracks and stuff like that. So the goal is just to put out more music this year, and I want to see you guys put out more music too. I know Spotify sucks. We haven't come up with a good remedy for what's a better solution than Spotify right now, but we still got to put our music out. I feel like we should strike and boycott, but until somebody comes up with the solution, I don't have the solution. You still need to put your music out. So I know this was kind of a long-winded video. When I was writing up the game plan for the video, I just took a couple notes and I thought to myself, maybe I can get this video knocked out in 10 minutes. Y'all know I talk a lot, so I failed. So make sure that you guys let me know down in the comments other ideas that you guys have, things that you think that can make producer community better, things that you think that can make producers more productive, can help people get a following, things that you've done, all those tips. Leave those down below in the comments so we can have that discussion. Make sure if you guys do like the content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time I bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the keys.